The billionaire tech bros, that's what the people are calling them, they are apparently bending the knee to Donald Trump. They're investing millions in his upcoming inauguration, even changing company policies to improve their standing with his administration. Meta and Facebook owner Mark Zuckerberg met with Trump at Mar-a-Lago on Friday, according to Semaphore. This is just days after announcing the platform would end its fact-checking program. Also announced, sweeping changes to the company's hate speech policy and the dissolution of its diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. I just feel like, as someone that has been on Facebook and Instagram and Threads, right, all the things, I think two things. One, I don't know what the look was Mark Zuckerberg was going for in his little video. It was given like freshman at HBCU. And two, what? I feel like it's only the bigots that were constrained with their hate speech, with their speech restriction, because. And I don't know why the bigots need a platform. That's what I don't understand here. But maybe I'm wrong.
Look, for me, this is all about credibility. And the Zuckerbergs and crew, the billionaire bros, what the hell they're calling themselves, lost it a long time ago. And the reality of it is the capitulation, the changing of how they platform their social media just tells us how credible they are, and they're not. I mean, facts don't matter now, and that's very clear because you've got an incoming president who lies, and who will continue to lie, and they don't want to be in a position where they have to fact check that. They don't want to be in a position where those who access that platform call out the lie, right? And so they want to now be able to counter program against the lie, against those who want to fact check real time and say that was a lie, and then have it, like you just mentioned, having all of this bigotry, craziness, ugliness come in and inundate the space, because that then becomes more powerful than the fact that the President of the United States just lied to us. So, yeah, they have no credibility. I don't use. I got off Facebook a long time ago.
On Instagram.
You're on Instagram?
We're on Instagram. So, like, Mark Zuckerberg did this because he knows y'all are not closing the Instagram accounts.
Right.
We might not be on Facebook, but we're using Instagram. He did it because he's not going to see the backlash in terms of people leaving the platform. And that's a reality.
Can I just illustrate this? Because I was sort of trying to figure out what this could possibly look like. And The Intercept got some leaked Meta rules. Here are some examples of newly permissible speech on Facebook and Instagram that are highlighted in their training materials. I actually don't want to read any of these things because they're all so awful, but they're about immigrants, they're about the gay community, they're about the trans community, and if all of those things, yes.
Oh my God! This is what I'm saying. This is for the bigots. This is for the bigots and the people who hate other people. This is not for anybody. This is not for most Americans. This is for the people that want to be internet bullies. And I don't understand. That is not about fairness. The internet. Why do the bigots need a platform?
Well, I also thought it was interesting. Did you see this, Michael? That in their statement they said, well, if they can say things on the floor of Congress, they should be able to say it. Well, I wouldn't use the floor of Congress right now as my metric.
I wouldn't use the floor of Congress as my metric, but if you're telling me that on the floor of Congress they say gays are freaks, because that's one of the things that's now permissible.
Well, maybe that one congressman does.
But that's my point, right? So So are we mimicking the Congress, or is the Congress mimicking us? And so where's the line in which we as a society say that, putting suggestive comments about beneath the picture of a young girl under the age of 17 is okay? Is that what we're saying now, Mark Zuckerberg? You can do that. You're okay with posting pictures of young children, of young girls with suggestive language beneath their picture, because that's now permissible on your platform. So that's what this is about. And so when parents get upset and just put out by this, where do they go? When bad things happen because of what you're platforming, you're going to sit back and go, well, we're not responsible. Section 203, we're protected. We have no responsibility here. It's just a platform. Bull. It's more than that, and you know it.
It's sad, because what do we do? Alicia, I don't even know what we do, because I'm not getting off Instagram. but I don't like this.
I don't like it either.